You can find them on Twitter, you can find them on the gram. After listening to their podcast, you'll be sitting there like, damn, taking their teaching from one level to the next, reaching up to Canada and down
Teachers,
to Mexico.
Our biggest, drive is to create awareness for this skill set and the early development of it, where a lot of the free resources have actually been sponsored by the Department of Education, Engineers Australia. And we also took out, we were top 10 for top Australian innovations last year. So
cool. Wow.
With that came an ability to be able to release a lot of resources freely. And at the moment, we're almost at 500 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So 93% of our people that watch don't subscribe. But the more subscribers we have, and that as we grow that audience, the more free resources that we can make. So everything that comes into the business goes back out as resources.
Awesome. Teachers
can download a free template from a Department of Education website, so they can trial it. They don't have to put that $5 out on the table if they can't afford it. And in some of my workbooks, I also supply isometric paper. Yep. So it has lines so that if students aren't able to access that, they can still start getting the concept. So there's multiple ways that you can do it without having to have an expense. And that's hopefully how we try and create an equitable, access for teachers and students. It's been amazing. You find that students in remote places too, like we've had students that don't have anything but a pencil and a paper and a dirt floor in some of the islands off Australia and remote places are able to get exactly the same results from a student in the city. So it's definitely something that you don't have to have anything else to make it possible.
Well, you think about it, we talk about it all the time. What's going to make that student successful in life? Like being able to think, being able to problem solve. So that's the iSteam projects are the perfect, I don't want to call it a curriculum, but that's what kids have to learn how to do, right? Think on their feet and solve problems, and then take it to the next level to actually solve the problem. And you could do that with this, it's simple as a paper and a pencil, and instead of a ruler, a splat.
Yeah. Well, and that's but these, your splats, reusable, white paper. Never have to buy isometric paper if you don't want after that, because the angles are already built in, for making that isometric sketch.
I think the most important thing is I say to teachers is I applaud any teacher that is willing to try something new in their classroom.
Absolutely.
Right?
And
cool.
And I have been in that position where I feel like I have 20 people selling to me at one time while I'm trying to teach, and everybody's got the new best thing. So I say to teachers, probably just going into 2021, just be kind to yourself and choose to do something very simple, like something small. And if you want to add anything or change it up, and hopefully, don't look at Splat as this big thing, all encompassing. Just have a look at it in terms of helping your students visualize those 5 core objects. Yep. And what potentially might come of that. So even if it's just a 5-minute sketch session, or it's you put it in your geometry, don't try and create something new for it. It's designed to be included and make something that you already do easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's been the winning appeal of it. No batteries. Teachers say no batteries, no update.
I think that's exactly what it does. Is it's something to enhance something you're already doing, and maybe even make it more interesting for the student, engage them more.
I think it gives them access. Just from
the
little bit that I've
podcast. Keep up with every new episode by subscribing on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Anchor, or anywhere you listen. Remember to visit teachernerds.com, and that's nerds with a Z. Follow us on Twitter @TeacherNerds and on Instagram @TeacherNerdsPodcast. and thank you for being one of the Teacher Nerds.